So we've got a great panel this evening, and it is cable focused, kind of cable industry focused, which is a little bit different than what we've done in past meetings. We don't do it very often, so I thought we'd give you a special treat and bring up some special folks from the ecosystem in the industry. I just want to show really just two slides this evening. The first slide, really the message is that I want to try to prime the pump on is we've got impacts from several different areas across the industry. A lot of areas are becoming very dependent upon Wi-Fi services. So video over internet is just one example where we've got tremendous growth. We recently conducted a study for a client who wanted to really understand what the bottlenecks are in the system for delivering over-the-top video. And they really wanted to try to understand better ways to manage. Well, one of the things, so it's no surprise that video traffic is growing over the top, right? So that's not a surprise, but what was a surprise really was the magnitude and the hockey stick growth that's projected. So what we heard from the operators when we interviewed the operators was, so for example, Netflix is running at about 35%, 40% of the load on the broadband pipe today. When you add YouTube, other services, Hulu, you name it, all the other over-the-top services, you're quickly up to 70% of the broadband load. So, and that was based on industry surveys as well as interviews with the operators themselves. The interesting thing is they all know it's going to continue to grow, and some estimates are up to 90% of the broadband load being over-the-top video. So that's pretty impressive in itself. So what's the impact on Wi-Fi? Well, there's an impact on the backbone, certainly to some extent, but the bigger impact is out at the edge in the metro, the last mile, and in this case, the last 100 feet, right? So just wanted to leave that with you. I'm priming the pump on just two areas that impact and are very heavily dependent upon Wi-Fi. So the next area, IoT. Huge growth in IoT. This one's near and dear to my heart as the IoT practice lead for our company. But we have seen over the last year especially, huge growth in number of devices, options on the network, which drives network traffic, right? So in all forecasts, whether you look at Cisco's projections of quadrupling the number of devices and traffic on the network over the next couple of years. GSMA, of course, I had to put some of the GSMA numbers and stats up there for our great host this evening. So again, the message is huge hockey stick growth in these areas, and these are just two examples. So we'll likely hear some discussion this evening in these areas, but we'll likely hear discussion in several other areas that impact Wi-Fi traffic, right? Which, if you're impacting Wi-Fi traffic, that impacts investing decisions, right, and how you monetize Wi-Fi, which is the topic of this evening. So very good. Why don't we bring our experts up if you guys want to.